And we're back, firing at all cylinders for round 3 of this Hot Modern action.
This time we have me, Ben Weinberg, and John Douglas doing the commentary, and we're going to be watching Zach West, who always plays Bant Eldrazi, and Jason Morgan, who's on Grixis Delver, who recently top-8'd SCG Cincinnati.
Also has been playing Grixis for a while now. He's definitely a perennial Grixis player, although it's been the many flavors of Grixis, dipping into Death Shadow occasionally as well.
Yeah, he was on Shadow, but then he went to a PPTQ a couple weeks ago and won with Grixis Delver, so he said he likes that flavor better.
Yeah, it seems like it's attacking the metagame at a good angle right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Notoriously, Jason Morgan, for the superstitious, tends to draw very poorly on camera.
Well.
He has made comments to the fact that he might not want to play on camera sometimes because of how well he draws.
Well, that's superstition for you. But to be fair, I can't win a quarterfinal match to save my life right now.
That's true. And that is also superstition.
It is.
How many quarterfinals do you have to get to before it makes up for a 1 quarterfinals victory?
It depends. I mean, if I could just quarterfinal all my events, I would. But
well, there you go.
Actually, that's not true. I don't know.
Why was Ancient Den up on the screen last time?
We were talking about cards that were banned in Modern.
Okay. Ancient Den.
And Adam said he would unban just that one, because it's the worst.
How is that the worst? Like, some of them even run white for Dispatch. I mean, Tree of Tales is way worse than Ancient Den.
That flashes back Ancient Grudge.
That's true. I mean, they all do something.
And Carapace Forger, or whatever that's called.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to go that deep, I guess.
So who won the die roll? I wasn't watching.
I wasn't watching either. Somebody won the die roll. It's actually, the die roll plays a huge part in this matchup.
Well, this hand looks pretty reasonable for Jason. It's got some cantrips, lightning bolt.
2 lands.
And a Delver.
Perfect.
The ever popular Delver Secrets. And both these players should know what the other one's on, too.
I would think so. Especially, so there might be some disconnect from Zach as to whether Jason's on Delver or Death Shadow, but
yeah,
I think Jason knows what's up here from Zach.
See a bird, kill a bird.
So his hand was, I believe, 2 polluted deltas and 1 bloodstained mire. Is there any reason to play out the mire first?
You'd rather get the basic swamp and plains, I guess, or
swamp and island.
Yeah, swamp and island.
Okay, that makes sense.
But I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if you were locked in on this bloodstained mire on getting this steam vents, then it's definitely better.
I mean, he's also not as concerned about getting basics in this matchup, just because like there's no blood moon to be found.
Right.
I mean, his life total does matter, but and I'm sure he'll fetch, plays Delver, then crack. Or yeah.
Yeah, he has the Serum Visions as well, so he might be trying to set up the Delver before he plays it.
Yep.
But I do imagine we see I was thinking of Basic Island, but he's hovering over this watery grave.
Yep.
Oof.
Yeah, I mean, like, the problem with, like, getting turn 1 C-Vets is you can't get, like, Blood Crypt here.
Right.
Well, that's some information Jack just learned. Oh, I have to worry about Blood Moon now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you kind of assume, but at the same time, to have the 100% confirmation, that's rough.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just the sickest bluff ever.
It's possible. It's possible.
All right, so here's the Serum Visions. Let's set up for this Delver of Secrets. Land and
blue card.
Not a land. Might have been a Dispel. Didn't get a good look.
Or is that a Snapcaster?
That's a Snapcaster. It's a new Snapcaster. Oh, another one.
Surprised we didn't keep the Snapcasters in if we're just going to immediately Serum Visions.
Yeah. Man, bearing the Bolt too. Maybe
I mean,
he
Bolt's
doesn't have
not...
a Delver. Are we sure he has a Delver in there?
I could be wrong. I mean...
Yeah, Bolt's not great here, but I mean, if you're digging to turn on your Delver, then leaving a Bolt on top is perfect.
Well, you have to leave 2 cards on top. If
Right.
You have, so.
And then I guess he doesn't want the basic island.
Yeah.
Draws a Terminate.
I guess he must not have the Delver and I just misread a card.
It's possible. He flicks those cards around pretty quickly.
Yep. This Bant Eldrazi deck looks way worse than Eldrazi-tron right now.
Yes, it does. After the Eldrazi-tron last match,
Yep.
didn't miss a beat. Little Thought Scour action.
Good choice, good choice. I like targeting myself all the time.
Yep.
No, all the gas.
Yeah. Hope you didn't want any of those Colgan's commands. Which, to be fair, aren't amazing here.
Yeah. I really hope Zach's just slow rolling the Cavernous Souls right now.
Oh man, that would be so nice.
It's gonna be
Right now, Jason has a Mana Leak in hand, which is very good against this deck.
Did he have a Remand too? Yeah, he had Mana Leak and Remand, so.
Yeah. And a Snapcaster, I believe, to flash him back.
Yep.
Seems good.
Yeah, I'm still not used to the new Snapcaster Mage art.
Yeah, it definitely looks weird.
Yes.
Our spotter has informed us that Jason does have Blood Moon in the 75, so it was not a sick bluff. Alright, now the party's got to start for this Bant Eldrazi list.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. We're just stuck on all of our 6 drops. What's it called? Drowner of Hope?
The Drowner of Hopes. Man.
Or if Zach's just like, well, I'm under no pressure, so I can just wait till I get Cavern or can do multiple spells a turn.
Yeah. Although multiple spells a turn from Bant Eldrazi takes a while.
Yeah, well.
Wait till we get 8 so we can double Thought Knot Serum. Yeah, no pressure from Jason, no pressure from Zach. Just a nice friendly game of draw go here.
And in the draw go matchups, I like to have the islands.
I would agree with that. Although Hollowed Fountain is an island.
Yeah, well, one person has counter magic, the other person does not.
Correct.
Also, I'm pretty sure Zach has an Eldrazi Temple he's just not playing too.
Oh, man. The clock
Has started.
Yeah. Thought Scour target you happened.
Wait, we did not target ourselves?
Targeted Zach and hit the cavern. How do you feel about that?
So lucky, still terrible. Young PC's coming to town.
The clock has started in earnest now. The old path. Gotta think that one's just gonna resolve.
Yeah, I mean, it was nice knowing you, Pyromancer. Wish you could have drawn me a card.
So
Or
you
made
could
a 1/1.
technically like remand it or something like that, but
Yeah.
not the best. Not the best. You draw a card, you get a token. Probably better than.
Yeah, I mean, remaining there is pretty bad because, like, Zach just gets to resolve whatever he wants, so.
Yeah, yeah. And if you're thinking, what could Zach possibly have? Well, he's cast 0 spells this game.
Maybe the Eldrazi have abandoned him.
Yeah, they're all just hiding out at the bottom of the deck. There's the temple. Oh, we're ready to start firing off some Eldrazi. Like to see a Thought Knot Seer here.
Yep, and we can cast it twice if we need to, or pay for the mana leak.
Looks like we're going to push this Thought Knot Seer.
Did you see last game where Andrew activated Jace, flipped it, and then like got the Revolta?
Yeah, that's a very cool interaction. Didn't
Fatal
even
push.
think about that one.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
Yeah, I was sad to see Andrew lose that one so unceremoniously. I really like that deck.
Yeah, definitely seems like a rough matchup. Main deck relics, and then like his deck doesn't do much.
Right.
So Zach's probably not happy to see all this. Some real removal spells, a counter spell.
Yeah, 2 Collective Brutalities, or is that a... Yeah, 2 Collective Brutalities doesn't do much, so that's fine. If he's trying to resolve another Thought Knot Seer this turn, then he's not happy because Jason just has Remand and Mana Leak up.
Yeah, but this Mana Leak's becoming dead.
Yeah.
I mean, it might be worthwhile for Jason here just to like Brutality, just so to see what's up.
I would agree with that, especially since he just drew a Fatal Push.
Yep.
Is it worth pitching the Mana Leak just for the 2 life?
I would probably pitch the second Brutality, but
That's fair.
Zach at least has to respect the Mana Leak.
Jason is not interested.
Yep.
I mean, I guess worst case scenario, he can double Brutality a Thought Knot Seer. It's not great, but here we are.
I mean, you can also Brutality plus Bolt to Reality Smasher and pitch a bunch of cards.
Even less ideal. Alright, so here we see Zach representing
Reality Smasher.
Mana.
That's like a bird.
Yeah, it's a target for this Collective Brutality, so I don't know that I would bolt it.
I also might just end a turn, Bolt, Snapcaster Bolt, and then untap Brutality, Brutality. It might be lethal. Yeah, it would be lethal.
Bolt, Snapcaster, Bolt, so that's
7. That puts him to 7, and then, yeah, double Brutality is lethal.
down to 10. And here's the Snap Bolt. So down to 7. Yeah, and then you'll have to escalate one of the brutalities once, and hope he doesn't have a path. Although if he spends a path on your Snap,
you have Mana Leak, so.
Oh yeah, still have Mana Leak. Wow, still have all these.
Yep.
And they're all playing a huge part here. So if that's the line, we've got to start off with this brutality.
Just counting the mana.
Oh, are we gonna fatal push here?
Yeah. I mean, this is fine. It's not.
It's just mana inefficient if we're gonna cast brutality anyway.
Yeah.
But now once this happens, there's not really anything that Zach can do to stop it.
And Zach knows he's dead, so hey.
Unfortunately, we did not get to see what was in Zach's hand that entire game. So.
Yeah. Was a very poor Bant Eldrazi draw.
We got to see a Thought Knot Seer, a Reality Smasher, a Noble, a Bird's turn 1 that got bolted.
Yeah, we saw Birds and Noble both die immediately, and then not much else happened.
Thought Knot Seer died immediately.
Yep.
Reality Smasher got remanded. End.
And we also had the Cavern Milled, which was important.
Yes, we did get the Cavern Milled off of the random target U.
Yeah, Jason just knew. Also, don't forget, people watching, make sure to subscribe to us. Someone will be winning a booster box.
Yes, at the end of the month, there's a drawing for a booster box for everybody that subscribes this month. So, we know Jason Morgan has Blood Moon, so I'd imagine that's coming in.
Yep. The counterspell is probably leaving since he knows there's a lot of Cavern Souls.
Right.
So, like, Rear End's not great, Mana Leak's pretty bad, so...
Yeah, I'm fine with Mana Leak coming out. Remand can usually just cycle, which is fine, but still not the best.
Right. I mean, the thing is, like, you have Young Pyromancer, so you can make a lot of tokens, like, to block everything that's not Reality Smasher.
Right. And that is relevant in this matchup.
Yeah, like, I don't know if he has any Dismembers or, like, what removal he has. Like, I don't know if he has Anger he'd want, maybe, because of...
I'd imagine there's at least a Dismember in the sideboard somewhere.
Yeah.
Maybe another Terminate to round things out. How do you feel about these Kolaghan's commands?
They're okay. They're not great. Like, I don't know if Zach would have, like, Relics or something post-board, but, I mean, that doesn't seem great either.
Do these Bant Eldrazi decks usually run Rest in Peace in the board?
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, I guess Jason has to worry about that some. So, Command is pretty bad.
Yeah.
But how is Jason winning besides the Blood Moon, then? Like, Zach just doing nothing again?
Yeah, pretty much. Overwhelm him with a PZ. That's about it.
Yeah.
I don't think Jason's removal matches up particularly well against Zach's creatures.
I mean, Jason could also have Damnation, too, which is, like, pretty strong versus a Bird and Noble deck.
Yeah, anytime you get to wipe the board on this Eldrazi deck, you're going to gain a pretty substantial advantage.
Yeah, for sure. But the thing is, like, with the Delver deck, you can also, like, become a control deck. You could say an aggro deck. Like, you have a lot of different routes to victory.
Right.
Lands you can choose.
That's why Jason likes it so much.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, Zach's been on the Span Eldrazi deck for a while. I mean, I think he top-aided the Star City Classic that was here.
Yeah.
When the Open happened.
I believe so.
So he's been piloting this deck for a while.
Yeah, I was very surprised to see a Bant Eldrazi deck in the top 8 of that Classic, and then I saw that it was him, and I was like, oh, okay, that makes a little more sense.
Yep. Yeah, I'm still not sure why he likes it more over Eldrazi-tron. It's probably good. I guess it can be as fast, and Drown of Hope's pretty awesome, but...
Drown of Hope's really good in the Eldrazi mirror, so if, like, the metagame becomes Eldrazi-tron, then Bant Eldrazi is a very good...
Yeah, I mean, I guess you have Eldrazi Displacer, who's probably pretty good as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I've also seen him have a lot of these clunky draws where, like, he plays a bird, it dies, and then he doesn't do anything for 4 turns.
Yeah, that's the downside of the Bant Eldrazi deck, is you do get these very clunky draws.
Yeah. So do you think Zach can come back and win these last 2 games, or?
I gotta think he's favored, but like I just said, he's prone to these clunky draws that could knock him out, and Jason only has to win 1 more game.
Right.
And Jason sticks a Blood Moon, then I mean that'll do it basically.
Yeah, I mean I'm sure Jason brings in like Thoughtseizes too or something. And I see he's bringing in, is it Staticaster?
True.
For those Eldrazi spawn birds and nobles.
That's not a bad card here. You would think against Bant Eldrazi, because all their creatures are ginormous, that a Staticaster is pretty much irrelevant. But if he gets into a situation where he lands at Drowner of Hope, you'll pray for that Staticaster off the top.
Yeah, though I guess it doesn't actually kill the spawn very well since you just sacrifice it.
Right.
But it's still better than nothing.
Yeah, it's 1 a turn. It's good against the Sky Spawners as well, which block Delvers really well.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that card. That is not a card I see on Eldrazi-tron.
That is not one that's played Eldrazi-tron.
Yeah.
I remember the first, during the Eldrazi Winter Pro Tour, the first time they put that card on camera, I was just like, what is happening?
Yep. No, that card was real good, though.
Oh, it was very good in that weekend.
Yeah.
Still very good now.
Yeah. I have still played versus on occasion. I mean, any card that gives you true permanence is, like, pretty powerful.
Oh, yeah. All right, here we go. Game 2 underway.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. So Jason has peasy, and some removal spells. Zach likes to keep his cards hidden.
Yeah, he likes to keep it close to the vest, close to the chest, as it were. Ancient Stirrings is a solid one. This is what surprised me the most about Eldrazi not running green, because this Ancient Stirrings card is very, very powerful.
Yeah, it is very good. So it's interesting. Zach passed on Thought Knot and Reality Smasher there for a land.
I mean, he may just be loaded with threats and landline, I guess.
Yep.
But that definitely tells Jason something.
Yeah. So what does Jason have here? I see Young Peasy. I think there's a Fatal Push.
I saw it Terminate as well.
Okay.
Steve Manson to play tapped as his first land, trying to conserve that mana. Another Ancient Stirrings.
Oh, we got a Cavern.
We got a Cavern, boys. I don't know if he wants it.
Probably not, but I see a Cavern.
Well, here we go. We've got a Cavern.
Yeah, like I feel like Cavern's a lot worse post-board because like Jason should just never have like his counter spells anymore.
Right. Drew the Blood Moon.
Oh,
Man.
time to find a basic, boys.
If he gets to stick this Young Pyromancer,
Do we have an access to an island though?
that is the question.
Actually, was that a Scouting Tarn? Because then we might be fine.
Oh, Zach getting the Hollowed Fountain. I see at least a Bloodstained Mire. I believe that's a Scalding Tarn as well.
Yeah.
You only really need the one blue source here.
Right. Yeah, and like if Zach plays a threat here and it's not Thought Knot Seer, then like Jason just terminates it, untaps Blood Moons, and game's over.
Yep. And that is how we drew it up. Cavern into Sky Spawner. Don't care about the Sky Spawner at all.
You still terminate here just because like you want to be mana efficient, I think.
Or do you terminate the
Oh.
spawn?
You're right. You hit the spawn. You hit the spawn.
That way he can't cast his Reality Smasher ever. Oh, opts to not. That could be a fatal mistake.
That could be. Ooh, we boarded in Ancestrals. We definitely went control-y. But even if he casts a Reality Smasher, it's not like Jason's on the, like goes to 12 and then like he's still fine because he has Terminate.
Sure.
And he has 6 turns to answer the Eldrazi spawn or Sky Spawner.
That's true, but I mean, I think it's just efficient to get rid of it here and then never have to worry about it.
Yeah, for
His
sure.
only out is like what, draw wastes.
Yeah, is there even a waste in Zach's desk? Zach's desk?
I would imagine there's one, but it's entirely possible there's not.
Yeah.
And here we go.
It's a Blood Moon. So if you had the choice of Reality Smasher or Thought Knot here, would you play Thought Knot?
I would probably play Thought Knot, because if he only has like one removal spell,
Yep.
attacking with the spawn tells me it's not a Reality Smasher.
And
Zach
Zach
is
just
best.
has nothing.
There's the Blood Moon,
Yep.
shutting down all of Zach's hopes and dreams.
Oh, he even drew another island.
Just how we drew it up. So at this point, if you have a Young Pyromancer out, which I'm assuming we're going to have right now,
Well, we tapped pretty bad for it, I think. Oh no, I guess it's fine. I was thinking we had to terminate, but yeah, Fatal Push is perfectly good.
right?
I mean, this game feels pretty over.
Yeah, I don't see this one going long. And we've got it suspended, Ancestral Visions, just to ensure that if it does go long,
Yeah.
it'll end up in Jason's favor.
Yeah, I feel like Zach's draws like this match are just pretty bad.
Yeah, it was very surprising not to see a Temple into like an early Thought Not Seer either game.
Right. And like the fact that the Ancient Saurians took a land and then like he didn't have a Thought Knot or Reality Smasher is just like super weird too. Maybe he just drew multiple lands late.
Yeah, he could have just been drawing lands nonstop here. Coming in for 3. It looks like Zach's hand was Sky Spawners and Drowners and a Displacer. So he still has Owls because he definitely plays basic Island.
Yeah. But
yeah,
I mean, Jason has a very quick clock, right? You know, if he just like finds anything with a Thought Scour.
Does Sky Spawner attack still next turn? I couldn't quite make out what he drew there. It was
I want to say
spell.
I want to say it was a Seer Visions, but I don't think it mattered.
Yeah.
It was a spell.
Kind of looked like a Jace Vryn's Prodigy. Nope, Serum Visions. Get another Elemental.
Another Serum Visions, I believe. There's a Snapcaster. There's a Snapcaster.
That should do it.
I mean, we don't have a Lightning Bolt, so it's not officially over yet.
Right. Leaves them both on top. Zach can't be happy about that. Draws the Snapcaster, and then we'll see a Snapcaster and a Fatal Push.
I actually might have just bought him the second Snapcaster. Like, it's not like a card we need right now.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's always going to get back these Serum Visions at this point.
But we're like sort of clunked on mana. It's just like, if we're going to immediately cast the second Serum Visions, I'd rather just like see a fresh card or find a Lightning Bolt.
True. Yeah, we only have the 2 basic islands. 4 mana. Tassiger. Big Daddy Tass.
Maybe Zach somehow has an All Is Dust in a turn or two, but yeah. This game needs an island real quick.
He's facing lethal on the board, so
yeah, we need an island.
You could chump with the Sky Spawner and then All His Dust in 2 turns, but I doubt he runs it.
No, I know. Yeah. This game is over. Hopefully we'll get to see both these gentlemen in the top 8, but Zach is going to have to draw significantly better to make it there.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely want to see both these guys back in the top 8. Potential rematch would be very interesting, because I think the Bant Eldrazi deck is actually pretty good against this Grixis Delver deck. He just hasn't drawn anything.
I think anytime I watch Zach play this Bant Eldrazi deck, it just does nothing, so it's all my fault.
You.
It's all my fault. I don't know what we're searching for here.
Like a bolt to finish the game, I guess.
I mean, I thought he had a I think he has this tournament that he still hasn't used the whole game.
Oh, he could just terminate here.
So we're giving Zach a small out.
I guess. Playing it safe.
Hey, if we have the 1 land All Is Dust, I would be ecstatic here.
Yeah, it would be amazing, but you're still at 4, and you're facing down this Ancestral Vision's going off next turn.
Yeah, well. But the Blood Moon's offline now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Nothing.
Yep. Cool.
Blood Moon takes another victim. That'll do it for round 3.
Yep.
We're going to have an exciting round 4 next. We're going to try and find a good one, but that's going to be about 20 minutes away. So we'll see you guys here soon.
Okay, bye.
And so a lot of